the fuck?
Welcome back to Unboxed. I'm your host, Uncle Rice, back at you one more again with a double dose of solid advice. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, don't forget to like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the page. Help us continue to grow and go. I definitely appreciate every one of my new subscribers. So, our first topic today takes us to Michigan, and it speaks about a young man named Dominic McBride. On September 7th, Dominic McBride saw his ex-girlfriend at the movies with another guy, followed them back to a home in Sumpter, Michigan, and when he was confronted by the homeowner, he displayed a firearm and slugged the guy a couple times, put him in the hospital. Now, the part of this conversation that I think is important is how men allow their jealous and rage to put them in situations that they can't get out of. It's like my pops used to say, you let your mind and your mouth write a ticket that your ass can't cash. And that's exactly what Dominic did. He saw this young lady who he had broke up with out with another guy and followed them for a full 18 miles. Now, of course, the guy in the car saw him following them, called one of his friends up, and that's whose house he ended up pulling up at. The guy came out of the house and told Dominic, simple as this, I got a 10-year-old in the house, man, you can't be doing this outside my house. Dominic responded with using his firearm against this man. And this just goes to show you that when you are dating a person, you need to know about their past history. You need to know who they were dealing with and whether or not that door is closed. Now, reports haven't said anything about this girl still dealing with Dominic or anything like that, but it also didn't mention anything about her having any type of order of protection against him. So this is what it reads. September 2025, a Sumpter Township man was slugged and injured after confronting a man who followed his ex-girlfriend and her new date home from a movie theater. This is how the initial encounter went. On the night of Sunday, September 7th, 2025, Dominic McBride saw his 22-year-old girlfriend and another man at Imagine Theater in Canton, Michigan. McBride proceeded to follow the couple for approximately 18 miles to a home on Reed Street in Sumpter Township, and that's when the couple called a man who lived inside of the house. Now, Michael Tackett was a guy who was a MMA fighter. He's a bike rider, looks like a tough guy, worked as a bouncer at the club, and this guy wasn't having it. You're outside of my house, and I got my 10-year-old daughter in here. And I believe that Michael was fully within his rights to check Dominic and tell him to get your ass up out of here, man. But Dominic, not knowing how to solve a problem, not having any skills in conflict resolution, resulted to what a lot of young men nowadays do. He retrieved his safety protection tool and used it the wrong way against a father. Against a man who had nothing to do with the situation. The dude he had beef with, he didn't do nothing to. See, innocent people get hurt when men don't control their rage. You have to understand, gentlemen, and if Dominic watches this, you have to understand, man, that your rage is your problem. Learn how to let go. And the young lady who was out on the date who got followed, she has to understand. You need to warn the man that you're dealing with that your ex is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You can't just let a person ride around with you and pretend like you don't have some guy that's still in love with you running up behind you. See, and I tell men all the time, this happens because a woman will jump out of one situation into another situation, and sometimes she'll get you simply to be the protector, for you to be the buffer between her and her ex, just to get away from that situation. And now a father has been injured because of it. So my question to you is, what do we teach our sons And how do we teach them differently in order for them to be able to use conflict resolution skills and deal with a situation like this? Let's say Tackett was slugged 2 times, once in the upper chest and a graze wound to the cheek. He was taken to the hospital for treatment. McBride was taken into custody shortly after the slugging at the nearby location, and the firearm was recovered. He faces charges of assault with intent to assault with intent to do great bodily harm, and felony firearm possession. So he wasn't even supposed to have the firearm that he had. And again, this goes back to the fact that the young lady should have made this man aware that she was dating, that 1, her ex is a felon, 2, this man does not know how to control himself, and 3, he may be in potential danger by dating her. That's something that they tend to leave out. So, a message to the young men: make sure you do your homework. Don't just go out with a woman because she's pretty. Don't do that. I don't have a message for Michael Tackett, because I would have came outside my house and told dude the same thing. The only thing I will tell Michael is, next time you're in a situation like that, make sure you come out ready. Make sure you come out ready. Because see, sometimes the big guys, because Michael Tackett is a pretty big guy, sometimes the big guys think that they're a lot tougher than a firearm. And the fact of the matter is, you could be Shaq size. They got stuff that'll take you down, brother. You need to protect yourself in those situations. And also, tell your friend to drive to the police station instead of coming to your house. You got a 10-year-old daughter there, so why would you make it okay for your friend to pull up there and he's telling you he's being followed by a guy? And I'm sure that woman that he was riding with knew that was her ex-boyfriend that was following her. I don't know. Y'all tell me your opinion. Number 1, how can we make it where our sons don't react like this when they get broke up with by a woman? How can we make it where they just leave that woman alone and move on with their life? And number 2, how could Michael Tackett have handled this situation better? And bonus question, how could this young lady have handled the situation better? Y'all let me know down in the comments. I'm just giving you my thoughts on this. This is the first time I heard about this situation, but if you haven't heard about it, I'll make sure that I link the news report down below in the comments, so that way you can get a full scope of it before you tell me what you think and how you feel about it. Your man Uncle Rice, that's my time. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'll catch you on the next one.